Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters in Christ. Pastor Mike here. Hopefully, October is continuing to treat you well, that things are going good, that kids are doing good in school, that just in general, things are moving along at a nice clip as we are in this kind of final quarter of this football game of this year. Yeah, we're almost done with it. We're in the last quarter here. Hopefully, we do better than the Bears usually do in the last quarter. Eh, but so be it. But interesting thing on my mind as we enter into this midweek meditation. I've been actually meditating on this, and it's this weird reality. Our texts for this Sunday are again picking up another theme of the Christian life. We've had faith. What does that mean? Well, what is faith? We've had healing. Last week was healing, and hopefully I brought up the importance of us as people being focused on healing, not necessarily physically, but where the world is truly lacking relationally, emotionally, spiritually, all these things. That some of the diseases within us that are tearing us apart need to be healed, sometimes with simple means of listening, of taking a moment with somebody that we are struggling with and just being present. There are many ways of healing these rifts, these issues that are tearing families, churches, and the world apart. And they are going to lead to physical wounds much worse than we have seen if we don't choose to heal these realities. But we move to another one. And this Sunday is an interesting one. And I really think the theme is best to be used is struggles. The struggles that go on in us, with God, and with the world. Struggle is such a weird word, but our first lesson is Abraham, not Abraham, Uftame, but Jacob wrestling at the river with God as the first text. You want to talk about a great example of struggling with God, and we have struggles. We will have hardships. I mean, even when Jacob was trying to cross that river, he was dealing with the hardship of trying to heal a relationship. He was trying to heal all the horrible stuff he did with his brother. He's trying to come back and rectify. At least that's always been my hope and my read. Some people might disagree with me. But sometimes healing leads to those struggles. How do you do it? And we live with struggles. But it's fascinating because a lot of the other stuff happening right now are things that should be for celebration, in my opinion. Um, Reformation Sunday coming up, and confirmation is a celebration. Reformation, we celebrate, kind of this denomination, the birth of this denomination, the joy of what it means to have grace and faith. It's a celebration. On that celebration, we also celebrate those that are willing to confirm their faith, to step into the role of adulthood on the spiritual matters. And so we celebrate, these wonderful young ladies who are going to be confirmed. All Saints Sunday is celebrate, I put in quotes, but more of this giving thanks for the faithful departed, and gratitude for the witness and the blessings they were in our lives. As I say at so many funerals, when you love somebody, those are one of the great blessings of existence, and you give thanks. There should always be a gratitude when you've had the opportunity on your pilgrimage to spend it with someone that brought you joy. For we are all pilgrims walking each other home, and when we have those opportunities to walk together for whatever time it is, we should always give thanks for that. Also, Halloween is coming up. I know it sounds weird, but Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. There is something about, especially in our world, the physical connection in neighborhoods. We've gone so virtual on so many things. And maybe this is controversial. I don't, virtual helps, but it's not as good as being in person. Hence, I will continue to try to visit people. I can always be like, well, virtually you can see me. No, I try to show up. Amidst my chaos, I try to show up. But neighborhoods, when sometimes people don't really visit with each other, there is this sense of just going door to door, visiting. I see more people waving at each other, kids just being able to imagine. There's so much going on today. It's a great celebration. And soon, Thanksgiving will be here. All of these things in my manner. And even coming up is this congregation's Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest, that German heritage celebration, that harvest celebration, it's fun. I believe in days where, people can celebrate kind of their ancestry, their heritage. This congregation has German roots. And so having an Oktoberfest where, true, we're probably not having an accordion player, but we are still able to celebrate these realities is great. But struggles are the text. And as I'm trying to think about that, the midweek meditation come up of the simple truth of we can have joy even in the midst of struggles. That's a weird reality, but I think that's how God works sometimes. We can have joy in hard moments, in hard realities. We can have joy even when things are not going the best. And being able to sometimes experience that joy is truly a blessing. I know with all my ups and downs, strikes and gutters, there have been moments of just wonderful joy with the boys. Sometimes playing just a board game, even though the rest of the day have been hard for everybody. Just playing that game and some of the silly conversations and the stupid stuff coming out of it are blessings. Sometimes it is, in our transitions that are struggles, because transitions are, you can find weird moments of joy and truth and perspective. And maybe that is the wild reality as we are journeying through here. We have struggles. We as individuals will have struggles, families, churches, nations. Can we find common ground in joy to try to find ways to move through it, to heal those struggles, to find those ways? Because over and over again, I have often noticed that Christ himself has found joy. Even on Maundy, Thursday, he had joy with being with his friends, his disciples. In numerous situations, even when his mom was harassing him to do miracles, I think he found joy at the wedding. Over and over, Christ, even in the midst of the broken world in which we live, he finds joys. He finds cracks in the darkness that are able to bleed some daylight in. So brothers and sisters, celebrate. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not the best, even if you are struggling. Find the balance in those things. Blessings, brothers and sisters in Christ. Hopefully this is an interesting perspective for the week and the days to come. Grist for the mill. And hopefully some stuff from your pilgrimage. Blessings. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.